How's it going, folks? So, today I'm going to be checking out a band called Xeneris, and the name of the song is Eternal Rising. Now, I believe this is the band's debut single, and their debut album is coming out June 14th. So, really looking forward to seeing what they got. And without further ado, let's give this bad boy a listen, shall we? Rangers, go. Not bad, but not great. It's one of those situations. It feels like the song, it's like really wanting to soar, but it just never does. It just feels a little too reserved. Like it's kind of bursting at the seams. It's just waiting to just really, really flourish and take off. But it just never reaches that point, and so it really kind of just comes across as relatively familiar and somewhat standard fare and just not really reaching the heights that, like I said, I mean, it's got a lot of energy. It's got a nice tempo to it. It just never soars. That's the best way I can put it. It just really never takes flight. I like the guitar work quite a bit in this song. There's some great rhythms, some great riffs, a lot of neat little intricate things being done, in the background as the song goes. Solid solo, things like that. I also really like the drum work in this song. Some really nice fills and just great, really fun to listen to the drum work going on in this song. And another thing I liked, like I said, I mean, I liked elements of the song. It just, as a whole, I don't know. It's one of those that's hard to describe, where it just falls a little flat because it just doesn't have that spark. It's missing something there that really helps it stand out, because as it is, it really just comes and goes. There's things to admire in there, but as a whole, it's somewhat forgettable in my opinion. But yeah, I like the use of the symphonic elements in spots to really complement sections of the song and moments of the song and stuff. And vocally, it's a prime example really of where it just doesn't take off. Like, the vocals are solid. Like, she's got a killer voice and, does a good job, with the sections and the verses, the delivery and all that stuff. But even between like the verses and the chorus, there's not a whole lot. The chorus itself, I feel like that's a prime example of where it just really doesn't reach the heights that it could have. And vocally, like I said, she does a solid job within the range of the song and all of that. But then there's that one section where she really kind of screams out. And that was really cool. It was cool to hear that, dynamic, that shift, that range and all that stuff. And it just seems like vocally the song is, again, it just feels like it's holding back a little bit. Whereas, instead of her just really playing with the vocal melody and really, having that stand out, it just feels like it's just holding back so much. And I guess that's the best way I can describe this song. Something just feels slightly off, like it's just really, really holding back and not reaching the full potential. I mean, I like the rhythm of the song. I like the vibe of it. And it just, I don't know. It just doesn't fully capitalize, I think, on what it could have been and really stand out. Really, I never felt that feeling where the song just reaches out and grabs you and just demands your attention. It's just kind of there. And like I said, there's things that went on during the song where I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, I dig that and this and that. But as a whole, I just feel a little bit underwhelmed, and I just want more from it. Yeah, that's really the best way I can put it. The musicianship was solid. I like the vocals, but I really wish that she had really just kind of taken charge of the song vocally, because the music is doing a lot in there, and then the vocals, kind of on top of it, really don't do too much to really add to the song with the vocal melody and stuff. So, I just wish she had really kind of just taken charge of that and really delivered, what she's fully capable of, and just really played with the vocal melody a little bit more to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dynamic than really just kind of a rhythmic I mean, just like the vocal melody, it's really just kind of it goes along with the music, and it's just kind of like a rhythmic delivery of the vocals. And even there in the chorus, it just, has a rhythmic quality that is kind of in tune with the music, but it just doesn't really have a whole lot of movement or a whole lot of dynamics happening between the music and the vocal melody. It's like the two are just kind of like in hand, just kind of going along, and you're not getting that full diversity, between the two. And so everything, the music and the vocal melody and all that stuff from beginning to end really just stays relatively static, with not too terribly much movement happening. And I think that's part of what it just makes it feel, a little flat. And even that section where you kind of have like the spoken word and stuff, something in there, it just didn't fully land for me. I mean, I like moments like that in songs and stuff, but here it just, I don't know. It just, again, just fell a little flat in my opinion. So it's definitely some things to admire, but there's definitely some things to left to be desired. And that's where I stand. So it's admirable, but at the same token, I feel a little underwhelmed, and I wanted more from it. So yeah, that's really my thoughts on it. Very curious for the album June 14th. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be more singles between now and then to get a better glimpse. And yeah, I mean, this is a debut single from a band, so we need more songs and stuff to really get an idea of what the band is fully capable of. This is kind of just their introduction, and I mean, it's a safe introduction. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you play it safe as an introduction just to kind of warm people up to the band and the sound, and then you deliver some more things that have, some more things happening in there, and showing the full range of the band and stuff like that. So very curious to see. This is kind of like their taking off point. So we'll see, the heights they can really reach once we get more songs and check out the album. So that's my thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below, folks. What do you think of this song? Are you curious for the album coming out? All that good stuff. Let's talk about it. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.